pets, no kids, no partner, no happiness. Just kidding. I'm very happy, but it's nice not to have anything that I have to compromise for. So, there aren't a ton of awkward moments, so that's fine. There is no mirror behind me. What's happening? I don't miss Seattle. I do not want to sleeve up my other arm. No, I am not real. My red hair is also not real. I feel so bad. Do I wish I had kids? No. I had my tubes removed at 35. And then I also have an IUD for hormonal purposes. So I am kid proof. And I'm happy about that. I will not say hello to you. Chowki. Yeah, I moved to Seattle and it was just so beautiful, of course, but like after 6 years and however, like 5 or 6 winters, I was like, I can't, man, I'm just too sad. I don't have a desire to get married, but I'm not like opposed to the concept. I'm kind of a romantic. And then who is that woman? Oh my God, what if this just turned into like a weird horror movie? So all actors are not baby proof, which is scary because no one ever asks about it in paperwork or anything like that. Just one shoot I did, they asked about birth control. I'm so romantic. I like Vegas. I lived in Vegas for maybe 5 years in my 20s and really enjoyed it. So it's one of the reasons I moved back here after Austin. And because there's work here and it's close to LA where the other half of my work is. So no, I prefer not Jesus, but like they need to be tested or do that. Like there's no other option for me with my job and my health and my body. So yeah, the rain sucked, but it was more the gloom. There's no application process. I love Vienna, Moses. I don't call him, but I assume people do have incidents, I'm assuming people probably do. And then you're like, who from this week does it belong to? Like, it's crazy to me that nobody talks about it. So I know a lot of guys are getting vasectomies. I am very happy my tubes are out. So my city is good and beautiful. I like Vegas. When can I comfortably retire? I just started a retirement account, thank God. But I have emergency savings. I have my rents like saved up. Like I'm trying to do it right this time. I didn't the first time around. Tim Allen. That's funny. Yeah. I got my tubes tied because at 35, the biological urge to have children never kicked in. And I decided I didn't want to have to think about it anymore or worry about it or have that be an option anymore. And so I had this woman who was my gynecologist and the surgeon. And I told her, I said, I think I wanted my tubes tied. And she said, that's permanent. And I said, yep. And she goes, let's put it on the schedule. And that was great. I had a partner at the time. She didn't ask how my partner felt about it. She didn't try and convince me out of it. And she let me make that decision for my own body. It didn't hurt. It was laparoscopic. One went through my belly button and then 2 through my like hips. And they're like the tiniest scars. So yeah, I wasn't here for the race. I guess I could reverse it. She took out my tubes. Like it was a bilateral salpingectomy. Like it was it wasn't just like the burning that they do. That's like the tying. And that way actually most ovarian cancers start in the fallopian tubes, apparently. So like it's also a way to make you less likely to develop cancer. So it was great. I got it done. And it's like a $34,000 surgery that was covered by the Affordable Care Act. I had insurance at the time. And so it was covered. It was a little weird, like, I don't know, for a couple days. Like my other surgery hurt way worse. No, Greg, there are not. Today I learned. Yeah. I didn't know anything about that stuff either, really, until I got it done. Trishu was my go-to meal. So I do these protein shakes that are fucking incredible. The macros are, God, I sound like such a fucking gym bro. They're 230 calories, 40 grams of protein, and it's not whey protein. So it doesn't, like, I've had to like make sure that I eat things that I don't feel bloated, because, you know, like a long day on set and you don't do the action until the end of the day. And so if you're not feeling good, it just sucks. So Miami doesn't have production work that I know of, paid production work. Fort Lauderdale does. But it was funny because I got my tubes removed and I was like, oh, you can take out my IUD because I don't need it anymore, right? I don't need birth control. Like, let's see what I'm like with no hormonal birth control. Like, let's find out. It was bad. Like acne and mood swings. And I was like a predator for 2 days a month. Like scary. Like, get away from me. I am going to like hunt you down. It was like almost painful levels of like a drive. And I was like, we're going to put back in an IUD. That's fine. So now I have both. It's great. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Tristan. Fuck that guy. I mean, you can apply to agencies if you want. Like, you can contact them and, you know. Yeah, for some reason, hormonal birth control dials me down in a good way. It, like, takes all of my, like mood swing girl stuff, like acne, all of like that puberty kind of stuff. It just makes it all manageable. Like, I get a little irritable like a week before my period, and then I barely even get a period because my IUD, like you don't bleed very much. So it's great. I'd love to work in Spain again. I'm in contact with the director. So what made me go sober? Was it hard, and how long did it get past? My issue was alcohol. So I quit drinking alcohol a little bit over 8 years ago. I had just started dating someone that I would end up dating for 5 years, but I really liked him. And I went out with friends, and I had already done some stuff while drinking over, 10 years of drinking that I wasn't really proud of. But it was just like, it was never enough to completely quit. It was just enough for me to try and negotiate out of it, of like, oh, well, I'll just only have one type of liquor, right? Or I will only drink wine or beer, or I'll try and budget it, or I tried all these different kind of things to control it. And then I went out with him and a couple of my cam girlfriends at the time and a couple of his friends, and I hit on his friend in front of him, and I don't remember it, and I wasn't particularly interested in his friend. So what scared me is that I thought I remembered the whole night, and clearly I didn't, and that freaked me out for like all those other times I thought I had remembered the whole night, and what had I done, but I knew that I would not be able to maintain like a healthy romantic relationship if I kept drinking. And I really liked this guy, so he was kind of the catalyst for it. Even though I didn't do it like for him, I just did it. That was like the kind of final straw. And so the next day I woke up and I went, oh, the only way to control every single one of my decisions is to not drink. And then I just stopped. I never really had cravings for it. My issue was that if I got tipsy, I'd keep going. Like, there was fucking no stopping me. I was like, this is fun. It could be more fun. Shots. So, yeah, it helps with my fit. Obviously, like, that's been amazing. And then it's just, I feel so clear all the time, which is nice. Thanks, Cactus. Right, and that's the thing, Martin. A lot of times it wasn't. A lot of times I wouldn't really remember. And the thing is, with what I do for a living, it's clear I can do all these things sober. It's not like I needed an excuse of like, oh, I'm a little out of it to like do any of this stuff, right? And then I like wouldn't remember it. Like, I'd have fun with friends, or, have all these adventures and then be like, oh, I would have done that sober, I appreciate that. Goodbye, Fabio. Or hello. Ciao is bye, right? I don't really have days off very often, but like I'll try and book like a spa treatment, maybe like a facial or a or a massage, something like for relaxation purposes, or like hang out with a friend. So I have, Bori, but I don't even know where I'd start with that. I have so many stories. So do I ever get celebrities contacting me? I get like, okay, my demographic apparently in like the celebrity world is like international soccer, football players, and like stand-up comedians. I think those are like, that's like kind of my genre of like people. So thank you, Joe. So many Joes. 4 to 12 hours typically, Jay. I have done more than one scene in a day, yes. What time is it? Do I need to go?